Hey everyone, how are you? It's Traci coming to you live from the New Hampshire Dog Walking Club headquarters in Barrington, New Hampshire. And I am here tonight with Jody Crotty, who is a soul level animal communicator. How are you, Jody?
I'm great. A little toasty, but I think I'm going to make it.
I think the weather finally breaks tomorrow, so we'll get a little bit of a reprieve, which will be nice.
I hope so. So yeah, it's a little sweaty up here.
Well, thank you everybody tonight for joining us. If you have joined us for a program or event this week, then you know that we are celebrating Pet Appreciation Week with all kinds of events and activities and raffles and giveaways and ice cream socials and all kinds of fun things going on all this week to not only create awareness of the appreciation we have for pets and the appreciation pets have for us, but also to raise at least $500 for our Charitable Partners program. And I am happy to report, Jody, that today, to date, we have $480. We're $20 shy of our goal. So I'm hoping tonight that somebody would be willing to step up and donate $20. And the way you do that, all the details about the Charitable Partners program and what's going on this week is in the event description above. There's a link. And basically the way that we're doing it is we've had raffle items donated by many of our partners, Jody included. And for every $10 you donate, you get an entry into the raffle. So if you donate $30, you get 3 entries, $50, 5 entries, and so on. And we have tons of great prizes we are giving away, and the raffle drawing is going to happen on Monday. So if you can help us out by supporting our program, it's through a Facebook campaign. All of the money goes directly to the charities. Facebook does not even take a percentage because it is for nonprofits. And the nonprofits we are supporting this year are Mary's Dogs in Northwood, Live and Let Live Farm in Chichester, and Hero Pups in Stratham. So we appreciate any support that you can offer. So as I mentioned, we have all kinds of fun programs going on this week, and tonight is another one. If you've been in our community for a while, I know that you have seen Jody before. As a soul level animal communicator, she has done all kinds of fun things with us, connecting with your pets, answering questions for you, and just letting you know messages that she's been receiving from the pets. And so tonight, what we're going to do, because it's Pet Appreciation Week, is Jody is going to connect with your dog and let you know how your dog appreciates you, kind of giving you that additional feedback. So if you want to participate tonight, basically it's kind of first come, first serve, and we can only get to so many people. Obviously, we try to get to as many as we can, but obviously this kind of activity does tire Jody out after a certain amount of time. But what you have to do, especially because she's in boiling heat over there, she might not last as long.
It's all good.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you want to participate, all Jody wants to know, she doesn't want much information at all. She just wants your dog's name and your dog's gender. So what I want you to know, though, first, before you comment, is so that we can see your name, because Jody also needs to know your name and have that connection too. So you just need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and just give permission for us to see your name. Because we are broadcasting in private groups, we can't see your name unless you give StreamYard permission. So if you can do that, then we'll get the information that we need, and then we will connect Jody in with your pet. So Jody, anything that you want to say about this process before we get started? And definitely let people know a little bit about who you are and why you went down this career path.
Yeah. So as Traci said before, I'm a soul level animal communicator. So I basically help you, the owner, discover and understand messages from your animals. So whether the animals are alive or crossed over, I received messages through hearing, seeing, feeling, knowing, and they're very communicative in the ways that they represent the messages. Sometimes the messages will come across as a song lyric, but knowing that they're here for your greatest and highest good, it's really comforting knowing all of the behind the scenes work that they're doing to help you evolve. So it's really been a joy and a pleasure to work with Traci in multiple facets of the New Hampshire Dog Walking Club. And I wanted to mention, I don't know if we have that, but I did do a video at Live and Let Live Farm. Remember that, Tracy? We went back, and those animals were so amazing with the messages that they had for us. Some of them were a little sassy, which was really freshening to know. And that was the first time I think I connected in with a goose. Do you remember that? The goose? Or was it a duck? I think it was a duck. Anyway. And so that was the first time.
It was a duck, a horse. I think you connected with a cat and a dog as well.
Yeah. And that was just kind of walking around the farm. So that was really, really awesome of Live and Let Live Farm to allow us to come there to do a live. So the charitable partners are just amazing in what they do to help the animals. And so anything that I can do as an animal communicator to help support that and get the messages from the animals to the people is just a blessing. So I have a really good time doing it. And it gets a little emotional too sometimes, but this is a perfect segue, Tracy, for pet appreciation. We appreciate our pets so many different ways. Some of us are a little cray-cray. I'm one of them. You know, when it comes to appreciating, my dogs actually just came from the groomer today. So, but little do we know how much they appreciate us. And it doesn't take a whole lot. Just being ourselves is good enough for them. I mean, they're so appreciative when we discover things about ourselves. They're like our little cheerleaders, or our little support systems are like, yay, Jody discovered this about herself, or yay, she finally understood the message. And so the appreciation coming from the animals is subtle, but so powerful, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I love the fact that you said that, about what our charities that we support do to, kind of behind the scenes, the unsung heroes, if you will. And our goal is really to help create awareness of them. But, that's why we're so glad to partner with people like you and our other expert partners, because you're all so invested in giving back to the community. And so it really is, we come up with such great opportunities to create awareness and give back ourselves. I know yourself and other members of our community are also giving back a percentage of their services, if booked this week as well, to the charitable partner program, in addition to donating a raffle item. So again, all of this information is at the link that is posted above in the event description. And really, I highly encourage people to patronize the experts that are a part of this, because they are so focused on giving back to the community as well. And also, before we get started, Jody, I just wanted to let people know some of the fun things that you've done. I mean, granted, we're the New Hampshire Dog Walking Club, so you're going to be connecting in with dogs tonight, but you've connected with cats and reptiles and a bear and all kinds of fun animals. So you're not exclusive to dogs. I need to let people know that.
No, and it's funny that you mentioned the bear, because there's squirrels and there's salmon and there's all kinds of wild animals as well. The wild animals, just because they're wild animals doesn't mean that we have any less of a connection to them. When they come into our lives, they're bringing our attention to something. Something about ourselves that we need to look at, something that we need to evaluate. So they may be in our lives just for a brief moment, or there might be synchronicities that are kind of going on. How many times have you said to yourself, man, I've seen about 50 turkeys this week? Yeah, the turkeys are probably trying to get a message to you. That's why they keep showing up. Yeah. Or the squirrels. So definitely wild animals have messages for us as well as our pets. And it's funny you talk about other than dogs, fish. I know this is going to sound very, what? Yeah, fish have messages for us too. And that's another story. A fish that I had here that really taught me a lesson about patience, and, that it was okay that I can't fix everything. And I think as a human being, sometimes we get a little bit too much in our head and our analytical brains because we try so hard to fix things and realize that there are some things that we just can't fix. And so it's hard. So there's constantly lessons from our beloved pets. Like I said, my 3 dogs, we might not agree with the lessons. I got a lesson from my horse one day and I was like, no, I'm being patient. So again, through behaviors that the animals will do, it's how they communicate with us. It's really, really an amazing thing. And if you can just open your mind and really listen to what they're trying to say, it's mind-blowing, really.
Yeah, I agree. Well, are you ready, Jody, to connect in with
some
dogs? Okay. So again, our goal tonight is if you would like Jody to connect in with your dog, you just need to authorize StreamYard to see your name. Let me throw that back up here. So StreamYard.com/Facebook and give authorization so we can see your name, and then put a comment in with your dog's gender and your dog's name. And that's all that Jody wants. She doesn't want any other details so that she can connect in with your dog. And the goal tonight is to connect with your dog and find out from them how they appreciate you in celebration of Pet Appreciation Week. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So let's see what comments we have here. Oh, first off, Erica had a comment saying great places for the charitable partners that we are supporting. Originally from Stratham and got my dog from Mary's Dog last July. Congratulations. You have a Mary's dog. I love it.
I love that, Erica. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely. Okay. So let's see here. We've got Kaylin, and her male dog is named Oakley.
Oakley, male dog, Kaylin. All right, just give me a moment, Kaylin, and I'm going to connect in with Oakland. So again, Oakland kind of comes in very nonchalant, like this.
Actually, it's Oakley.
Oakley. I thought it was Oakley.
I just want to make sure you have the right name.
Oh.
Kaylin, and the dog's name's Oakley.
I'm just trying to figure out who Oakland is.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm just seeing Oakland, whoever Oakland is now moved to the side. So Oakley comes in and he's like this. He's like right in my face, like, hi, how are you? What are you doing? And he's very much, and he's got these like little hands like this, like, hi, how are you? What are you doing? And the words I'm hearing from Oakley are like right in my face. That's what he's saying. Like, I'm right in your face like this. I know it's kind of annoying, Tracy, sorry. But he's like right in my face. All right, so Oakley. Do you want to share with us? I don't know how to describe this, but he's like butt bumping me. So he's like butt bumping, like, because when I asked him how is he likes the butt bumping is what I'm getting from that. So I don't know if it's like he like comes up to you and kind of like butt bumps you, or his butt is first, but it's like this butt bumping, and he keeps kind of doing that to me. And he's showing me a dog on all four. And you know how sometimes when you scratch the dog's butt, they go up on their tippy toes on their back? So, and that's what he's doing. So the back end, butt bumping, I'm going to call it. So you're scratching and he's up on his tippy toes and he's like, oh my God, that feels so good. I hope that makes sense, because I just probably embarrassed myself with the butt bumping. But again, that's how Oakley is presenting to me. He's up on his tippy toes and he's like, he really likes the scratching of the butt bumping. So If that makes sense, just let me know. I know I kind of just made myself look silly, but that's how he was presenting to me. And I don't know who Oakland is, but yeah.
We'll talk with Oakland later.
Yeah, we'll talk about Oakland later.
So any messages of appreciation
the butt
he's giving you?
Scratching. He likes the butt scratching, would like that. He's talking about, is it Kaylin? Kaylin. Yes. That he admires her hard work. And he got very serious for a second. He's not this like goofy thing anymore. He got very serious. And he's talking about the admiration of her hard work is the phrase that he keeps using. So whatever that makes sense to you, that's what he's appreciative of, is all of your hard work is what he says. So again, hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, Caitlin, let us know if any of this is making sense and resonating with you. It's helpful to us for feedback.
And he keeps using the word, I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of her and her hard work is what he's saying. So let us know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And keep going with the butt bumping, butt scratching thing.
He obviously likes that.
Again, I don't know what the animals are going to show, so I just kind of go with it. So
yeah. Okay. Well, good. We'll wait to hear back from Kaylin.
Yeah, thanks, Kaylin, for sharing Oakley with us. That's kind of
absolutely cool. So we've got Marianne, who has Bailey, and she's a female.
Marianne and Bailey. All right, so I'm just going to disconnect from Oakley for a second before I do Bailey. Oakley wants to hang around a little bit, so hold on one second. So Marianne and Bailey. This is really interesting. So as I'm disconnecting from Oakley, Oakley kind of is like moving out slowly, like to my left. And then Bailey comes like sliding in. She just comes sliding and she's like, boop, right here, dead center. She's sitting straight up like a good girl. I'm a good girl. And she's boop, like this. She's got the big smile, like she knew she was going to be called on today. So she's like big Cheshire cat smile. Lots of energy from Bailey. She's talking super fast. Like, I'm super excited to be here. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl. And she's like, like this, right in the middle. All right, Bailey, do you want to talk about your appreciation for Marianne? So Bailey is talking about how Marianne smooths everything over. And that's why she came in sliding. That's why Bailey came in sliding, because the smoothness, and she keeps going like this, how smooth, Marianne smooths everything out. She makes everything one level. She makes everything really smooth. Because when I asked Bailey what she was appreciative of when it came to Marianne, Marianne smooths everything out. Marianne tends to have a bigger picture, she says, of things. So now there's this feeling with Bailey of uncharted waters, and she's making me feel like I'm on a boat. And Marianne really has this capability that's, Marianne, you might not know this, but Bailey thinks that you do. And she's really appreciative of how you can kind of smooth things over. Even though it's rough waters, you have this essence about you, she says, that you can just smooth everything. You make everything even. It's very calm. So you go from like uncharted waters to making it all nice and smooth and calm. And so now Bailey is showing me Bailey is like this, and you are just kind of patting her very soft, very smooth, all even keel. So I hope that makes sense, Marianne. She's very funny. Bailey has definitely a comedic side to her, because when she came sliding in, it wasn't just a normal like dog slide. She came in like that. So let me know if that makes sense. But she's really, and she's saying impressed. She's impressed. Bailey is impressed with how Marianne has this tendency to smooth things over when things get kind of in that uncharted waters. So,
interesting. Yeah, definitely let us know, Marianne. I know Marianne, and I know Bailey. Marianne's one of our members, and I've met Bailey. Oh, cool. And Bailey definitely does fit the description of, slide into the screen and with the big smile. Such a friendly dog.
So that's really cool that you know her.
She's a little tiny thing too. She's very, very cute.
She's very funny. But she's like sitting like dead center. She's like, okay, let's go. I'm ready. Like this.
I'll be curious what Marianne thinks about the smoothing over thing. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting.
Again, if it doesn't make sense right now, just hold on to that, because that message is going to come when it needs to come for you. So Marianne, there might be a situation that has already happened, or there might be, that sounds like Bailey. She's very social butterfly. So the message might be a situation or an experience that has already happened, to where you, Marianne, kind of looked within yourself to say, all right, I need to kind of smooth things over with somebody. And the word itself, she keeps saying smooth things over. So it might be something that have already happened that you're not aware of, but Bailey is bringing that to your attention to say, you know what, that was really kind of cool that she kind of smoothed that over. So that's how the messages will kind of come in. So however it makes sense to you, Marianne, let us know. That'd be awesome.
Well, and we did hear from Kaylin too. She said he likes to sit on me, but doesn't care for butt scratching or bumping. Maybe he will tomorrow, though. You never know. I wonder if anything will change there.
But it was on his tippy toes, I think. I don't know. That was really kind of funny. So, yeah, try it and see. Be like, what?
Yep. All right, let's see here. We've got Erica next, who has a male dog named Bear.
Okay, so I'm going to disconnect from Bailey. Bear. Erica. So the feeling that I'm getting with Bear, he's kind of coming in really slowly, like Winnie the Pooh, like, not like Eeyore, but kind of coming in like Winnie the Pooh. And then he shows me an image of Winnie the Pooh. I'm not a big fan of Winnie the Pooh, sorry.
How can you not be a fan of Winnie the Pooh?
I don't like Winnie the Pooh.
He's the epitome of what life should be, calm and relaxed.
I don't know. But that's how he's making me feel, is he's kind of coming in like really kind of slow, like Winnie the Pooh. And so now he's sitting back like this, like Winnie the Pooh would sit. Like he's got his, like he's just kind of, like this. Okay, Bear, what would you like to share with us today? Again, it's so funny. Sometimes I wish that you guys could see what's in my head when I ask questions. So when I asked what he'd like to share with us, he's sitting back like this, and he's like, so I'm a flow guy. Like, I go with the flow. He's very like, I go with the flow. And he's just kind of sitting there like that. And he's talking very slowly. So, Bear, what would you like to share about appreciation? He's not really saying much, but Erica, he's showing me a plate that's filled with all kinds of food. There's like, and it's piled high. And then he's taking this plate and he's just going, whoosh, he's wiping the plate clean. So he's got this plate. So this is sometimes symbolic of a situation that's going on in your life that he's bringing your attention to. Because when I asked him, what are you appreciative of when it comes to Erica? He's showing me this plate that's full, and he's, again, sitting back, and he just wipes this plate clean, like in one swoop. So that doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. So hopefully that will make sense to you. He's not saying anything, but it's symbolic. It's a small plate, and again, this plate is just piled high with a bunch of food, and he just wipes it clean. And really interesting. At first, he held the plate up like he was going to lick the plate clean, but he didn't. He took his finger and he went, pink. There was like a little piece of food left on the plate, and he went, pink, to clear the plate. So again, it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. That's what he's showing me was the mound. He swipes it. He's going to lick it, but nope, I'm just going to flick it. And it's a clean plate. So that's all he's sharing with that in regards to, Erica, how he's appreciative of you. So I'm going to let you sit with that because it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense to me. That's what he's showing me with that.
Well, Erica had a comment on the first part that you said. So she says he recently had knee surgery. So he is slowly getting back into playing. Very strange that my dad nicknamed me Pooh the day I was born.
See? Okay. Again.
It all connects somehow. Yeah.
It all connects somehow. It makes a lot of sense to me. And for those people who love Winnie the Pooh, that's great. It really, I shouldn't have said that.
We're going to convert you, Jody.
I know. Well, maybe it was, I don't know. As a child, I don't think I ever got into Winnie the Pooh, and like Christopher Robin, the story. I don't know. That's just me. I'm sorry.
Here's the other part from Erica. I think you're going to like this. So for the past 2 months, I was doing a bunch of stuff for him after he recovered from surgery, and now he has the all clear. So all those extra responsibilities are gone. Maybe that's what it meant. I mean, that kind of seems like, a dog is going to refer to it in a way that makes sense to them, and you just have to kind of, interpret that and work through it when Jody gives you these messages. So
absolutely. And Erica, that's how the messages go. If that makes sense to you, know that that's how he's appreciative. That's how he's thanking you for the care that you gave him over the last couple of months. He's able to, he got the all clear because of the care that you gave him. And so that's what he's appreciative of. So thank you, Erica, for sharing that, because that's pretty cool. And again, the symbolism can be pretty powerful as well. It doesn't make a whole sense to me. I'm like, I don't know. He's just a dog with a plate. So he just makes it clean. So that's really cool that he did that. And so this is a perfect example of how symbolism in messages work.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. How are you feeling right now? We good to?
Yeah, we're good.
A couple more? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we have Pam next, who has Hazel, who is a female.
Pam, Hazel, female. All right, I'm going to disconnect from Bear. It might take a little while because he kind of came in really slow. So let me just disconnect from Bear. Okay, so Pam has Hazel. So just give me a moment. I'm going to connect in with Hazel. I don't know what kind of dog Hazel is, but she's hiding behind a tree. And she keeps peeking out behind the tree like this. Peeking out behind the tree. She's trying to be silly and like scary, but she's not, because she keeps peeking out behind, like a little kid peeking out behind the tree. I'm big and scary. And then she kind of goes back behind the tree. I'm going to come and scare you. And then she comes back behind the tree. Very playful. Very childlike. Like I said, very hiding behind the tree and coming out. So I'm asking Hazel if she wants to come out. She's telling me that she's got a big personality, you know, but she's not big. She's, again, there's like this tree and there's this little tiny thing that keeps coming out and coming back in, coming in. But she's like, you know, and she's hiding behind the tree when she says this to me, that she's a big personality, but I can't see her because she's behind the tree.
Right.
And so this is the little silliness with her. So Pam. Hazel, what would you like us to know about Pam? This is really interesting because now she's kind of more coming out behind the tree and she's shoulder. And she's like, you know, she's a tough cookie when she needs to be. And she kind of went back like this. So the term like tough cookie when she needs to be. And Hazel is telling me, Pam, that you need to speak up more. You need to kind of own it a little bit more. So she's saying that's why she's hiding behind a tree. She wants Pam to speak up more of those things and stop hiding behind a tree. She wants Pam to speak up more, speak her truth. So I'm hearing the words conviction, like Pam's got some conviction in her, but there's something that's preventing her from kind of coming out and speaking her truth with conviction, that she's hiding behind that tree. Hazel wants you to come out and speak your truth more, is what she's saying.
So here's the message from Pam.
Okay.
She says she literally sits in a corner and peeks out at everyone. It's taken 5 years for her to grow into a confident dog. Wow. Huh.
So I think, Pam, the message that she has for you is come out from behind that tree, Pam. You've got some awesomeness that you can share with the world. Hazel saying that she believes in you. Hazel is saying that she took me in when nobody else would. She was patient with me and kind. I know she can do it. So Pam, come out from that tree. You've got some little support there with her and Hazel. So let us know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's awesome, a pretty special little dog, even though she hides behind a tree. I love that. She's got a big personality, but hides behind a tree.
Pam said we believed in her all along.
Yay! well, she believes in you too. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
a nice
that.
connection.
Yeah.
All right, so next we have Susie that has a dog named Daisy and is a female.
Hold on. There's just one more thing from Hazel.
Okay.
Yep. Hold on one second. So again, the visual that she's showing me is the tree. And I don't know the lady. What's the lady with the arm and the bandana?
Oh, Rosie the Ritter.
Yeah, Rosie the Riveter. So
Riveter,
here's
yeah.
the tree, and the image that Hazel is showing me for Pam is like half of Rosie the Riveter because I can see like the muscle arm and the headband,
Huh.
but she's still hiding behind the tree. And Hazel, Pam, is saying, "You've got this." So whatever situation is, know that Hazel is there supporting you, even though she's behind a tree. She's got this Rosie the River. Rosie the
Yeah, I
River.
hope you know what that means, Pam. I hope that,
Yeah.
whether you share back with us or not, I hope that resonates with you.
Yeah, so let us know with that. And so I'm going to disconnect from Hazel. Okay. So we have Susie and Daisy.
Yep, female.
So before Daisy comes in, she says, boundless love is the words that I'm hearing. And then I see this boom, 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 boom coming in of boundless love that she's kind of, and she's very animated when she comes in with that. And she's holding in her right hand a bouquet of like wild daisies. So I don't know if that's significant for you, but she's holding daisies. So she's, if you can imagine, she's kind of coming in, boundless love, and she's got these daisies that she's just kind of like this, and they're wild daisies, a big bouquet of daisies. Daisy, what would you like to share with us today? It's Daisy, right? Okay.
Yep.
So Daisy is talking about the daisies, how for her, they're significant of sunshine. Like Susie brings the sunshine with the daisies. So yes, they're the same name, but there's symbolic reference to bringing the sunshine, that Susie brings the sunshine. And this is what Daisy appreciates about Susie, if that makes sense. Now here we go with the song. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, with houses on the home.
Let's see.
Many times she goes away.
Yep. Do.
Right? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house ain't no home.
Just a home. Anytime she goes away.
So again, if that, Susie, if that song means something to you, what I usually recommend to my clients when a song comes in, and I chop it to heck because it's just. So look up the lyrics, Susie, and listen to the song and look at the lyrics. And whatever part of the song resonates the most with you, know that that is a message from your dog, Daisy. Bringing the sunshine. She's very hippie, like flowers and daisies and all about earth and yeah, let's go running through the field and very boundless love is what she keeps saying. But I would look up, Susie, that song. I don't know the name of it. Tracy, maybe you know the name of it?
All right, I'm looking it up.
Is it like Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone?
Yeah, those are part of the lyrics.
House ain't a home many times she goes away. Who knew?
Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers.
Okay. Susie, look up that song, listen to it, and look at the lyrics. And whatever part of the song really resonates with you, know that that is Daisy's way of getting the message to you and how she's appreciative of you bringing the sunshine. If that makes sense.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Susie. Yeah, let us know if that resonates at all. So, Jody, we're coming up on 40 minutes now. How are you feeling?
I could probably do one more.
One more? Okay. Yeah. Let's see who was next here.
Unless you have something else that you wanted to talk about or go on.
No, I just want to let people know how they can connect with you if they would like a reading, because I know all this week as well, you're donating 15% of the proceeds for any readings that are booked between the 6th and the 12th. They don't have to happen during this week, but Jody is donating the 15% to our charitable partners program if you book a service with her, and you can find out all of that information on her website at jodycrotty.com. And as I mentioned too, Jody has donated to our raffle for Pet Appreciation Week a free 30-minute reading with her, which is a $65 value, and that will be raffled off on Monday. As part of the raffles we're giving away with all the people who donate. So again, if you were not here at the beginning of the broadcast, there is a link in the event description that talks about all the great stuff we're doing this week for Pet Appreciation Week. And for every $10 you donate to our charitable partner program, of which 100% of all the money goes directly to our charities, then you will get entered into a raffle. So if you donate $10, you'll have an entry. If you donate $30, you'll have 3 entries. And we have probably 12 to 15 raffle prizes that we're giving away. We'll raffle that off on Monday, the 13th at 3 p.m. So, cool. And I think, as I said at the beginning of the show, we were $20 away from our goal. So I don't know if we've met that, but that is our goal, to get over $500 for our partners. And again, that is Hero Pups, Live and Let Live Farm, and Mary's Dogs.
We can do this, Tracy.
We absolutely can do this.
We can totally do this. So yeah, I offer 2 sessions. So if you go to my website, you can choose a session. So as long as you book your session this week until the 12th, it doesn't have to be this week, 15% of that session goes back to the New Hampshire Charitable Partners. So again, just book it this week and you can schedule it for the week after or next month or however your schedule allows. So there's 2 services. I do a 30-minute and an hour. With a 30-minute, I connect in with your animal. And in an hour, I can connect in with multiple animals, whether they're alive or crossed over. I don't want to say it's kind of like a party, but it is sort of, and yeah, so get out there. Let's help these charitable organizations. It's all about pet appreciation. We appreciate them. They appreciate us. As Daisy said, it's boundless love. Let's just share the love. Thanks, Daisy, for that message. But yeah, so any of the sessions that are booked this week, 15% of it goes right back to the organizations. So awesome.
And I know you were telling me, Jody, you and some other animals, Level Animal Communicators that you network with, had a huge fundraising event for the NHSPCA as well. And I know that you and I talked about doing this later in the fall, or was it closer to Christmas, doing an event like that for our charitable partners, where you are getting together with these other women in your network, and it's going to be a really cool event.
Yeah, so I co-founded with a couple of my animal communication women colleagues. It's called the Animal Communication Collective, and what we do is we help organizations raise funds virtually by doing online animal communications. So what we did for the New Hampshire SPCA, it was a private event where you purchased a ticket, and myself, along with several other of my animal communication buddies, colleagues, women, peeps, tribe, we do tandem readings. So again, whether the animal is alive or crossed over, and we helped the New Hampshire SPCA raise over $2,500 from this one event.
Yeah.
And it's a 90-minute event. So
that's great.
We're going to be pairing up with Mary's Dogs, Hero Pups.
Yep, and Live and Let Live Farm.
And Live and Let Live Farm to offer these organizations a means of, and you don't even have to dress up. That's the cool thing.
Come in your jammies.
Come in your jammies. Get your water. Get your adult beverage. And if we choose you, you're going to have 3 fascinating, entertaining animal communication women connecting in with your animal. Yeah. And it's such an enlightening and blessed event. It's really an amazing thing to be able to share with my colleagues. So it's the Animal Communication Collective. And like I said, it's run by all women, and we are going to get some men, but right now it's all women.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get some men in there. But yeah, it was an amazing, amazing event. And we've also helped other organizations from California, New Mexico, West Virginia, Maryland. So yeah, when it comes virtually for fundraising, you can call on us. We'll do that. So it's pretty fun.
Cool. So stay tuned, because that event will be coming. You can go to our website at nhdog.club. You'll see the ticker running along the bottom of the screen. That'll lead you to our Facebook page, which has all of our events, and you can learn more about it as it's getting closer to the end of the year and when that event is going to happen. All right, Jody. So one last person before we sign off?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here who was next in line. All right. So it was Jane, and her dog's name is Acadia, and it is a female.
Acadia?
Yep.
Okay, so just give me a minute, Jane, and I'm going to connect in with Acadia. I'm just disconnecting from Susie and Daisy, because Susie and Daisy are still here. Okay. Daisy is really funny. She's giving me like the peace sign as we disconnect, which is kind of cool. Okay, Acadia. So Acadia is showing me short. So I don't know, Jane, if you call her by a different name. Do you call her a shorter name, or do you call her Acadia? But she's going like this, short, like shorten the name. So I don't know if you call her Katie. I don't know if you call her Daddy. I don't know, whatever. But she's going like shorten it. And she's making me feel like you call her a shorter name than Acadia. It could be Honey. It could be something. I don't know, whatever. But she's shortening the name.
Jane says yes.
Katie, what would you like to share with us today? This is really interesting. So I see a dog and she's lighting a firework. Like she's coming in vertically, like she's a human, and there's a little rocket, and she's coming over and she's lighting this firework, and and now I'm hearing the Katy Perry song Firework, because maybe you're a firework. So I don't know if that's significant. Maybe she's afraid of fireworks or whatever, but she's coming in very confidently, comes right over, lights the little rocket and sends it up. And baby, you're a firework. So, Acadia, what would you like us to know, Jane? So the song is getting louder. She's not singing it, but the Katy Perry song, Baby, You're a Firework, is getting louder. So Katie, do you want to share how you're appreciative? Snuggle time. She says snuggle time. When you two are snuggling with her, that's what she's appreciative of. She speaks very clearly. She's very smart and articulate. She's saying, I definitely know what she's talking about. Jane, apparently you repeat yourself a lot of the time because you feel that Acadia doesn't understand what you're saying, but she says, I understand her very well. She doesn't have to repeat herself. I mean, she's talking, and the things that she enjoys and that she's appreciative of is those snuggle times with you. And she keeps she's calling it snuggle times. I don't know what you call it, but she's calling it snuggle time. And she's reminding me or telling me to remind you that you don't need to repeat yourself. You don't need to keep saying it. Just say it once and she understands it. She's very smart, very articulate. Oh my God. So she just put her hand on her hips and she did this. Like she's all that in a bag of chips. So I don't know. That's what she did. So she's like that. That's very funny. Oh, you're a repeater for sure. Okay, Jane. Oh, yeah. See, she. So sometimes, when I ask the clients, I say, "Is that what you call her?" So right away, Acadia knew that. No, you don't need to call me Acadia. Just call me something shorter. Yeah. The repeating that you do, yes, she's aware that you do it for others. She's saying others, but for her, she's very in tune to you, so you don't need to repeat when you're talking to her. She wants you to view her like a girlfriend. Like if you were talking to somebody, you're not going to repeat yourself to a girlfriend because a girlfriend knows you. And that's what she's appreciative of, is your relationship is like a girlfriend relationship. You don't need to repeat things to her. She knows you. So she's bringing me back to the firework. And the firework, she's saying, is your accomplishments that you've done over the last year or whatever. So now the firework is up and she's just standing and looking up at all of your accomplishments because, baby, you're a firework. So whatever your accomplishments were, know that she is right there like a girlfriend watching all of these accomplishments, which is really kind of cool. So, Jane, I hope that makes sense. She has a lot of admiration for you and what you've done. Baby, you're a firework.
That's so cool. I love that.
She's very smart. Katie is very smart.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'm sorry that we couldn't get to everybody. I mean, we only really have 40 to 45 minutes. Like I mentioned in the beginning, this kind of connection with the dogs does tire Jody out. And I know she's sitting in a very, very hot room. So I don't want her to pass out on us. But guys, we do events like this all the time. If you are not yet in our community on Facebook, then go to New Hampshire Dog Walking Club Community. That is the exact name on Facebook. And we post all of our events. We broadcast live all the time. Jody will be coming up several more times throughout the year. We had a very fun one back in April on DNA Day where she connected and we talked about your pets and stuff. So Jody's with us all the time. And it is fun, because she is usually spot on with your dogs. And she's made people cry too. And they've admitted that as well. Yeah, not today, but in the past she has.
She makes people cry.
She makes them cry. But thank you, Jody. Really appreciate your time that you give and connecting with these pets. I know it's tiring. But so grateful that you spent this time with us. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us and for giving us the information on your pets so Jody could connect. And again, please, it's Pet Appreciation Week. Check out all the cool events we have this week. And if you can, donate to our Charitable Partners Program, of which 100% of all the donations do go back to our 3 partners. All right. Well, thank you again, Jody. Have a great night. And we'll talk with everybody again soon. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.